Hey babes, so in honor of Pride Month, I'm going to do a colorful makeup look, so if you like, then just keep on watching. For my primer today, I'm going to be using the NYX Professional Makeup Bare With Me Daily Moisturizing Primer, and I'm going to use the Profusion Dreamscape eyeshadow palette. This one has lots of good options for colorful makeup looks, especially if you're just getting used to color. These are some more muted, colorful shades, if that makes sense. I'm also going to be testing out a new set of makeup brushes from Real Techniques. The first shade I'm using here is Lucid. I'm just placing this on the inner portion of my lid. Then I'm going to take this pink shade, Hypnotic, and I'm going to blend this out and kind of mix it in with the yellow to make orange. Next, I'm going to take the shade Utopia, and I'm just going to tap that underneath the pink. I think my favorite shade in the whole palette is Delirious, which is what I'm putting on the inner portion of my lid right now. It's a gorgeous metallic shade. Next, I'm going to take the shade Dreamy, and I'm going to blend this into the purple and pink shades. And that's pretty much it for eyeshadow. So moving on to my base, I'm using the NYX Bare With Me Blur foundation in the shade Fair. And I'm just going to blend this out with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. I wet it before I use it. This blended out my foundation really nicely. I also wanted to say that this primer that I used is also a sunscreen, and it works really nicely with the foundation because they're both from the Bare With Me line. This is my first time using the Profusion Blush Crush Bouncy Cream to Powder blush. So far, it's really nice. I like the consistency, and it blended into this foundation really well. I'm setting my face here with the MCO Beauty Brighten and Correct Banana Powder. And next, moving on to brows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer Triangular Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown. This pencil is really easy to use and very precise. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the shade Vision, and I also use this as a highlight all over my face. I just blended it out with my finger. I do this when I'm too lazy to grab a brush for my highlight, but it works. This also layered very nicely on top of the blush. Moving on to eyeliner, of course, using the Verafied liquid liner from Ofra Cosmetics. They have really good eyeliner. I'm actually going to be using lashes today. These are the Kiss Products Lash Couture Masterpiece One-of-a-Kind Luxe Lashes. But before I do that, I'm going to use some NYX Products Worthe Hype Volume and Lengthening Mascara in the black shade. Next, I'm going to add the ColourPop So Juicy Group Chat Plumping Lip Liner. And to finish off this look, I'm going to use the Glow Reviver Lip Oil from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the shade Apricot Feelings, and it's also plumping. I've been loving their lip oils recently, and the reflective glitter is so pretty, and it's not too spicy for being a plumping gloss. This is the finished makeup look. I will be doing more colorful looks this month, but if you're still here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.